As Malaysia's push forward with its ambitious economic plans, one of the key focal points this year is the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone, or JSSEZ, and positioned to become a major hub for cross-border investments. The JSSEZ is set to drive growth in southern Malaysia, leveraging Johor's strategic location. And at the heart of this transformation is CIMB Bank, playing a critical role in financing and shaping the future of this vibrant economic zone. And today we are joined by Novan Amirudin, Group CEO of CIMB, to dive into CIMB's contribution to the success of this JSSEZ. First of all, maybe you can share your thoughts on the investment outlook for Malaysia, particularly Johor, and also wider, more macro in ASEAN region. Yeah.
Well, the investment outlook is very positive. Malaysia now is a stable market. The government, has been very bold in terms of coming up with a lot of, recent moves, which has put the country in a much more structurally strong position. Corporate earnings have been very strong. The economy is performing well. Liquidity is also, a lot stronger in Malaysia compared, to the year before. And you add that together with, the Fed's cutting rates, which paving the way for other central banks to cut rates. That should drive more demand, drive more liquidity to move into emerging markets. And, hopefully a lot of that liquidity will then go into ASEAN and then go into Malaysia. So, on that basis, it is very positive. With regards to Johor, Johor is one of the key engines for Malaysia. Malaysia has a lot of engines. We have the semiconductor engine, we have the energy transformation roadmap, we have Sarawak, we have Johor. So Johor is one of those very important engines, which would drive the growth for Malaysia. For ASEAN, as I said, there's a lot of liquidity coming into the emerging markets, and we hope that ASEAN gets to capture a lot of that liquidity.
Besides what happening especially in Middle East, all the uncertainties in geopolitics, and of course, as you said, ASEAN has a big potential, especially Malaysia and Johor focusedly. And maybe in your opinion, what are the potential business opportunities following the recently announced Forest City Special Financial Zone?
Well, that's quite exciting because that talks about setting up of family offices within the financial zone. Certainly, as a start, it would be about wealth. So wealth would be one of the key drivers as more families set up family offices within the financial zone. But as a result of that wealth, then you would see a lot more investments into the capital markets. You would see a lot more investments into real estate. You would see a lot more people, investment officers being hired. So I think there's a lot of trickle-on effect as a result of the family officers, setting up in financial zone. So yes, it does look quite exciting.
Looking ahead, maybe what are some of the strategies that CIMB is looking to leverage on JSSEZ, and also while contributing significantly to the regional economic integration?
So JSSEZ is quite special because it relies on the complements between Johor as well as Singapore. But whenever there is a cross-border element with regards to investments, it's never straightforward. And that's where CIMB has the advantage, because we are a large universal bank operating in most of the countries throughout ASEAN. Today, our clients that we bank are ASEAN clients who are based in multi-jurisdictions within ASEAN, and we know how to provide the financial solutions to them in order to navigate across businesses in all the various markets. So using that knowledge of helping our clients operate in multi-jurisdictions, we will apply that same knowledge for businesses to operate within JSSEZ, which is a complement with Singapore. So you're looking at a lot of companies that are probably operating in Singapore that would also then operate within JSSEZ, but rely on the financial solutions that we provide to navigate across these two markets.
And of course, CIMB plays a role, especially to complementing the ecosystem, right? Okay, lastly, what is the banking outlook for the remainder of this year?
Well, banks are a proxy to the economy. And you know, with the tailwinds behind Malaysia, with all the structural reforms, with the country being very stable, it does look quite positive for the country, and therefore banks as a proxy of the economy, in my view, would benefit from it. But we must always be cautious with regards to the risks that lies ahead. So we as banks need to be always aware of the risks that lies ahead and put in all the necessary mitigants to mitigate risks, because at the end of the day, while there's a lot of growth, we also need to be mindful of the risks that we face.
Thank you so much, Novan Amirudin, Group CEO of CIMB, shared off his thought on, especially on JSSEZ and also Forest City Special Financial Zone. Thank you so much, and that's all from me from the Invest Malaysia 2024 in Iskandar Puteri, Johor.